Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about the Smallville Season 9, Episode 8. It was called Idol. This was just a great episode. One of my favorites of the season, just because it had so many throwbacks to everything Superman. The episode goes basically like this. Lois has returned to the Daily Planet after she took a vacation because Clark kissed her 2 episodes before. And then Lois and Clark are at the Daily Planet and they receive a package, and it turns out to be a bunch of thugs, it looks like, covered in drugs, and then it turns out that they're really cops. They were in an underground bust. So and the Blur apparently is taking credit, apparently is responsible for it. At least that's what Lois thinks, because the Blur signal is up. And it turns out that a lot of things have been happening that it seems like the Blur has done it, but you know, it's been screw-ups a lot. The characters are Zan and Jaina, but I don't think it says their names in it. They just call them Z and J. But it was cool. It was a fun episode. It had Glee the monkey on their phone, which was a good throwback. Clark wore glasses, that was a good throwback. They said the Hall of Justice, which was what the Super Friends base on the old Super Friends TV show. It was just a lot of throwbacks. And like on the Super Friends, the Wonder Twins, the Super Friends were the Wonder Twins, you know, idols. That's who there wasn't any pun intended, but that's who they liked, and that's who they looked up to, and that's who they wanted to be like. So these guys are fans of the Blur, Superman, and then, you know, they go throughout the episode and they realize they need to be their own heroes. But then with the Clark and Lois stuff, Lois is going to therapy and she's talking, you know, thinking about Clark, and she's having these dreams, and they're just more vivid and more clear, and it's just really cool. Some of the things she sees, I know that the Clois fans will be excited about it. And then throughout the episode, as it goes on, she starts to think that Clark is the Blur, and this is another throwback to Superman, because that's something that he always had to do. He always had to try and convince Lois that he wasn't Superman. As far as Chloe goes in this episode, Clark started to see that she's just playing Big Brother, but she's able to sidestep it because she's saying, if I wouldn't have done that, Lois would be dead. And so, but basically, Clark's starting to see, and I think it'll come out more. I really thought that this was going to be the time that he would say something to her, but anyways, the episode was great. I give it a 8.5. I just really liked the episode. That might be less than what it deserves because I really enjoyed it, but it might be just because I'm so excited after it. Yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long, but I thought that it was a really good episode. Let me know what you guys think. I like to hear what you guys think, so, you know, let me hear what you have to say. Next week looks good. I'll have a video up then and a special announcement.